Did I get your attention? Like most people pursuing their dreams of higher education, I myself have loathed the upcoming student loans that are destined for 65% of college students with a four-year degree, according to the Institute for College Access and Success. With politicians all around the country advocating for a free higher education, millions have joined its cause. However, if something seems too good to be true, it usually is. The far-reaching effects of free college create this dreamlike scenario into a nightmare for both college students and the general public. Free college would raise taxes, it would lead to a decline in motivation and effort in higher education, and place more burden on lower-income students. The most noticeable negative effect of making college free is in taxes. So college tuition is integral in keeping colleges up and running, and removing these tuitions from the students and giving it to the government means that the government will have to tax more on people. So Vince Norton says, public education is funded primarily by property tax, so taxes would go up and all property owners will, in fact, pay for college. So even if you don't pay for college when you go to college, you still have to pay for college later on in life through property taxes. Another problem with free college is a loss of drive in students. So right now, when a student drops a class, they incur a penalty price to their tuition. But however, with no tuition, a student cannot incur a penalty for increased tuition, as there is no tuition. So there's no penalty for dropping the class. This means if a student's failing or they just don't enjoy class, they can drop it with no penalty and can take it the next semester if they wanted to, which would create a cycle of, I'll take this class over and over until I pass it. And so it shifts from, I need to learn and actually pay attention in this class to actually complete the class to, oh, I'll just take it next year and hopefully I'll be good enough to barely pass by, just to pass the class, and there's no penalty in waiting. And one point that advocates of free college do use is that free college would help lower income students get into college and be able to get a degree that they want. This is not exactly the truth. The truth is that most low income students already have free college through grants and scholarships through the state and the government. So most of the time they already have free college, and if we eliminated tuition and grants and scholarships and just had free college, the low-income students and families would be paying taxes instead of having free college that they already have. This would also just let the high-income, rich students pay less than they normally would, but it wouldn't help the low-income because they'd still be paying taxes that they could not be paying if they just went to college normally. So while making college free may not be the solution of high student loan debt, there are a lot of other ways that we can help to make the cost of college lower, if not free, for certain students. The main way is just to give more information to students about the actual cost of college and what steps they can take. So some students really don't understand the full grasp of how much college is at this moment, and so they'll go into college just thinking, oh, I won't have much to pay, and then once they're there they have that high bill and then they just get a student loan to pay it off, and they might not know that they have these grants and scholarships and other avenues of money that they can use to help fund it, so that they end up in more debt than they would normally. So I'd say definitely more information on how much cost is, but also ways to fix it, like more information on how to get grants, how to get scholarships, stuff like that would help furthermore. Also, I actually really believe in providing more opportunities for dual credit. I myself have had, over my high school career, about 30 credit hours in college already, dual credit, which really helps because dual credit classes are usually cheaper than college classes because you're in high school and they don't believe that you can pay as much as if you were in college. And when you get to college, you have less college hours you need to complete, which means you have less intern money you have to spend. So that's a really good one. Integrating technology into more school activities is very important. For example, like textbooks. Textbooks right now, paperback textbooks, they're very expensive to rent or buy them because schools are worried that you'll ruin them or damage them beyond repair. So they make them a high markup. But with computers, the schools don't have to worry about a student damaging an online book. So there's no reason to have the prices so high. And online books already are very much cheaper to have online than to have in person. It also just, in general, lower the amount of stuff that a student has to have, which would lower costs. So all of that together, a lot of quick and easy ways to lower prices, not necessarily to make them free, but definitely a lot cheaper. So in a fantasy world, free college education would work for both the individual and the group. But in reality, however, free colleges harm more than they help. It increases taxes, it hurts the poor, and it contributes to a decline in motivation and effort to succeed in college. So keeping students informed of how much the costs are and giving a multitude of options of how to pay for it will help keep students free from the negative effects of free college. Thank you.